What are some of the things, at least trading wise, that helps you build confidence right now?
Sticking to your rules, knowing when you did everything you can and it plays out, it just helps build confidence that I'm on the right path. And then I guess in general, just trying to operate from a state of abundance, like become the source of what you seek. So I don't feel so bad about cutting losses, and I know that there's always more opportunities around the corner, so I'm not really reliant on one specific setup, just approaching it that way.
Do you have, speaking of the setups, do you have like a playbook of setups that you're looking for, per se? Like, how are you doing with like journaling and stuff like that?
I haven't been the best at journaling, but I guess when I got started, I've been chopping up all the failed accounts and everything as business expenses or my cost for education. So like I've reached the point where I'm going to continue to take these challenges until I make it work. Like there's no other options for
No
me.
turning back.
Yep. And it worked out. Like after I got my 13K in payouts, I'm in the green total on all my challenges and even my account flips in the last 4 years. So it just takes a few months.
That must feel good.
It feels great. So there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I think when you're, like I saw this post on Twitter yesterday, and it was this girl talking about her accounts purchased over the last year, and she like had 30 accounts. She passed 4 of them, right? And she got like 2 payouts or something. And she was still in the red, right? And when you're in the red, it could seem as though there's no light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like that in my mind is the hardest period. Like it's easy to get started with trading, right? It's easy to jump into it and be super excited and this and that. But once you've been in it a little while and you end up down, that's when it's really hard, right? Because you're down, you think you might be wasting time, right? Like how did you navigate that whole situation?
I just really started to see my breakthrough with TFT. So I think I got about 6 accounts total, and then I had basically a 4-month winning streak and just went on my run. So
let's go.
The more confidence I built in myself and just chaos that I eliminated from my life, the better my trading results were as a whole. So.
And when was that 4-month winning streak?
It was from just this last 4 months, actually.
Let's go.
Yeah, really recent.
Good for you, man. That's exciting.
Yeah, and got the account scaling, and so it's real. That's all I needed.
What did you think when you like requested a payout, right? Would you have doubts? Like I'm always curious what people think in that moment.
Yeah, I know there's like scrutiny of the industry as a whole, especially with the my Forex fund situation, everything. And I did trade with some of the other firms before, but I just had my breakthrough with you guys, and I got all 4 payouts and right away. I haven't had any issues at all. The support team's great. So yeah, I feel like you guys actually want your traders to win around here. There's that element of, support, and it helps a lot.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that in terms of the model, right? Everyone knows that generally within a market, there's a transfer from the impatient to the patient, right? I think for us, the most important thing is how do we set up the conditions in a way that's advantageous for the trader, right? That simulates the live market as closely as possible. How do we set up the rules for the challenges in a way that's not too risky for the business, right? Is able to sustain the business model. At the end of the day, if the trader wins, it's to the benefit of the company, right? There's obviously a balance of if we offer a product that's too attractive, then there's no margin for the business to keep running. But I think we've done a good job of trying to balance all the rules, try to balance all the conditions to make something that's favorable, not try to fuck people over, and try to give people the best opportunity. At the end of the day, it's not easy, no matter which way you shake it, right? It's not an easy situation. So for us, it's great to hear that you have that experience, that you feel as though we're trying to do our best for you guys, because again, like the momentum and the growth, it all comes from this feedback. You're having that experience. You're probably telling somebody else about your experience, right? That energy is the energy that we want to have. We want everyone to have as good of an experience as possible. So yeah, that's awesome. We want to definitely double down on that. Definitely find more ways to create that experience for everyone. But listen, it's not easy, right? This is like essentially becoming, or is, a financial institution. I mean, just think about the emotions involved with all of this money at stake, right? Like you're waiting for a payout that's 4K, 5K. I mean, that could be life-changing for you. So the stakes are pretty high when it comes to getting support and all this stuff. So yeah, it's not easy, for sure. Yeah. So shout out the support team for taking care of the people and all that, right? I know they're trying to level up and everything, and shout out to you guys. I mean, you're patient, right, with everything. So shout out to you guys for really sticking with us. Like, it means a lot, to be honest. So what can TFT do? I know you have some good feedback. What can TFT do to improve over these next couple months? If you were the CEO of TFT, what would you do?
Maybe the trading conditions as far as swaps, but there's only so much you guys can control in that aspect. But I like that there's
swaps are big on ACAP.
Yeah. But then the low barrier to entry, I think that was what drew me to you guys, and the promotions and all that to begin with. And yeah, honestly, I think it's great. I think it'll continue to evolve as the company grows, and I'm just here for the journey.
Let's go.
Yeah.